Today we're going to look at the newest modifications for the Mark IV Caddy, and in question is the hybrid bumpers, but they're not hybrid anymore, they are one piece. And when I say one piece, normally hybrids are two cut in half and stuck together, but these are moulded, one piece, ready to fit. But how well do they fit? We now need to get it in the workshop, get it up on the ramp, get the front bumper off, have a look round it and see what we're working with. It's on the ramp, and the first thing I'm going to do is unmodify it. That's right, unmodifications here at DTE TV, and that is because these sidebars were catching absolutely everything over the bumps. It did have 18-inch wheels when it turned up, but they've been sent away to be powder coated, and you'll see on these small wheels it is so low to the ground there is no room for clearance, and that is why the front bumper's hanging off, because it has been clipped so many times. So we're taking the bars off, we're going to raise the suspension up and fit a one-piece front bumper. Performance removed. We've got the bumper on, and I am very impressed with how it fits. If you've seen some of my videos, or if you're into the Caddies, you'll know that the Mark IIIs have an issue where the bumper pops out, and that's because of the weight of the hybrid. They're a poor design on the bracket, but these, straight out the bat, yes, I'm really impressed with that. There's no screws in it, there's no gap there, and there's no gap this side. Now you'll see we've got the old bumper here, and I don't normally reuse arch kits, and that is because the double-sided tape is an absolute nightmare. I have spent the past 20 minutes prying off this arch, and not only did it have the double-sided tape, someone has liberally used some adhesive to hold it on. Luckily I did manage to get it off in one piece. I do now need to spend another half hour getting the sticky off, and the best way to do it is just roll it off with your thumb, and yes, by the end of it you're going to have a blister on that thumb. So the other side, use the other thumb. Then we've got two blisters, yay. Now these hybrid bumpers do come from TMG Vans.shop. I've used a lot of their parts in the past, they're very good. They come complete with all the grills, top grills, lower grills, absolutely everything you may need in the kit. But what we need is the fog light bezel and the plastics around. Someone says you've got to remove it, but obviously we need it. I'm going to see if I can modify it. I have managed to get the bumper to fit with the AdBlue system, but it's not very pretty. The owner says he's got a solution for that, so I will leave that to him. You'll see I've had to cut quite a large section of the bottle out. Now if you was good with a plastic welder, you could get an old bumper and infill plastic weld, and that would be fine. As I say, the owner's got a solution to deal with that, so I will leave that to him. We now need to get the bumper painted, because this has taken me all morning. The bumpers are very nicely made, but there's a couple of edges that I can finesse, make a little bit better. So I've got 320 soft pad, and I'm just rounding off some of the edges, getting a few of the rough bits, making them silky smooth, ready for high build primer. I did also put a little bit of black over the top as a guide coat, then spent maybe another hour rubbing all the primer down to 800 grit, because it is a high metallic indium grey. Now it's time to get suited up and get in the spray booth. Now because this is a homemade spray booth, to keep the dust at an absolute minimum, I do wet the floor. It makes such a massive difference. So we've wet the floor, brushed it about a little bit, then I'm going to spend a good 10 minutes cleaning it. That's with a water-based solution and then a solvent-based solution. Make sure there's no contaminants on it, no dust. We want it to come out absolutely mint first time. The better the preparation, the better it will come out. Next up, it's time for a bit of colour, and just because we don't want anything to go wrong, I put a light dusty coat on to make sure it all sits down well, and then we go in and put a couple of wet coats on, and then finally a orientation coat. After all the base coat have gone off, it's then wiping it down with a tack rag, picking up any loose material that hasn't settled into the paint. It picks off loads of metallic, loads of dusty stuff that you don't want in there, then boom, straight in with a few coats of lacquer, making sure we've got no dry edges, nice consistent coat everywhere, and done. While the paint was drying over the next day or so, I did end up removing the suspension. The black and purple suspension we're taking off is very, very low. It's a little bit crashy, it's a little bit hard on the road. And then we're of course fitting max Peeding Rod suspension, much better ride quality, and just in general a better suspension kit for the money. Very nice. It did have a load of stickers up the sides, which wasn't very nice, and the owner wanted them removed. And as it's parked in the sun, I thought I'd use that to my advantage, but nope. All the heat made the glue stick to the panel, so that didn't work out in the end. I ended up going around the other side and removing all the stickers in the shade, and that did pull most of the glue off with it. Of course, it left some behind, but in this case, the colder sticker come off better. After getting all the stickers off, I then obviously spent an hour wiping it down to get all the glue off. Not very nice. We are also putting some Caddy Life mirrors on it, and I did paint them in the spray booth the day after the bumper. I painted those and the front wheel arch extensions that we're going to stick on. Now it's time for the wing mirrors, door card off and all the wing mirrors off. Now the only problem with the later Caddies, all the aerials are inside the original wing mirrors. We have to strip down the old wing mirrors, pull all the aerials out, 3 in total, feed them through into the new wing mirrors, make sure they all fit nice, clip them in, then refit the wing mirrors, make sure all the wires plug in, and that just keeps all the aerials and all the antennas working in the van. A little bit long-winded, but a massive upgrade. Paint has gone absolutely rock hard as the bumper's been sat for a couple of days. Now it's a case of fitting up all the grills, all the trims, and it can be a little bit scary. They are a bit of a wiggle. Now a good top tip is use a bit of lubricant, a bit of WD-40 or similar, just on the clips. It really helps it slide together a bit nicely. With all the fog lights, with all the trims, they did all go in the end. The middle grill on the top is a little bit of a wiggle, but we got it done, we got it together, and it looks absolutely spot on. I'm looking forward to putting this on. For some strange reason, the rear doors look like they'd been painted with a satin paint. You can see my reflection, it's really foggy. There was absolutely no shine at all to these rear doors. A little cheeky extra. I spent a bit of time polishing them down. I polished the right door, and then we get a better look at whether we're wasting our time or not, but no, just check out, you can see the sheen on the left door, and then boom, a glossy shiny door. Whether the owner notices, I'm not sure. It's definitely a massive improvement. Well, what a van this has turned out to be. We've done quite a few bits, quite a few little extras, and the guy who owns it has sent his wheels away to be powder coated. Now we can't unveil it with some teeny tiny 16-inch standard wheels on. I've just bought these Audi wheels for a project of mine. So let's try the wheels out on this and unveil his van with some really nice wheels on. And let me tell you now, I think this is one of the first Indium Grey vans I've worked on. Hang on, apart from Theo's. This is very, very nice. Let's get it outside and see how it looks. Now it doesn't make any odds, but if we're going for a cool shot, we might as well add one more into the mix. Yeah, let's stick you about there. That'll do nicely. I'm sure you'll agree. How good does Indium Grey look? Hey? We've got a purple one, black one, red one, black one. What more do we need? We need an Indium Grey one. Check it out. Indium Grey, what a beautiful colour. What a beautiful van to be working on. I am absolutely loving this right now. I'm not normally a big fan of those bonnet bras, but because of the Indium Grey and its grey carbon look, I really, really like that. Now, this is the 7.5 front bumper, the same as the old school hybrid that's been on mine, and I'm absolutely loving it on this right now. The owner's missus used to drive this and said because it was so low, it wasn't very nice to drive because she was hitting those sidebars, she was ripping the front bumper off. So we haven't got a front splitter and it's not mega low, but it still looks absolutely awesome. I do like side skirts and I don't mind some sidebars, but if you've got extremely clean sills like that, I believe that is enough. Very, very nice. And what do we think on the paint match? The colour match is absolutely spiffing, right? Yeah, really happy with that. Painted the arches as well, as we know. Pulled them off, saved them, stuck them on the new bumper. That is very good. Also did do the Caddy Life wing mirrors. Swapped all the aerials out. I'm loving these wheels I've just bought. How well does the grey go with the grey? I'm normally a black wheel guy, as you know, but those grey wheels on that grey van, perfect. Do we think it needs some roof bars? I'm a roof bar kind of guy, but if we look at my missus one, she's not got roof bars. What do we reckon? Roof bars? No roof bars. Either way, absolutely love it. What a van. The rear doors were very flat, so I've polished them up. Little bit of a bonus, makes it look a bit nicer. Needs a rail cover painting. I believe that's all it needs, and that is absolutely finished. The owner's got these wheels, or similar to these wheels, in black gloss. And this is a low mileage van, 70,000 miles. Check out in there. Very, very clean indeed. Like that. I like that a lot. I need an Indium Grey to add to the collection. I did mention in the short video about the Mrs new Caddy, because we're taking the Amethyst Purple one up to see Anton at TMG, and we're going to raffle it off and give it away to one of you guys. £1.97. TMG Competitions, you know the deal. She's going to be absolutely gutted to let it go, and she doesn't want to go back to a car. So just in case the winner does take the van and not the money, I have got another Caddy here for her. It came up cheap. I weren't ready for it, but when something's cheap, you have to strike while the iron's hot. 16 plate, 2 litre, AC. It's very clean this side, but this side and this quarter panel, not so clean. Ooh, not very pretty. And check this out for a set of back ends. Yeah, go on. How's that looking? And not only that, we have still got Mark McCann's one here. He's too busy playing with supercars, Bugattis and Ferraris to be bothered with a Caddy. But an update on that will be coming soon. And not only that, I have still got the BlackBerry Caddy sat there. Oh, and my Ford Focus, you know, the blown up beast on the end. Again, overall, I am very impressed with how these bumpers fit. Mark III ones hanging out, hybrid bumpers. They're a little bit heavy sometimes. Mine's fairing up quite nice, but they are a little bit heavy, hence the reason why they hang out. This fits pucker. The grills are a bit of a wiggle. If ever you've fitted one of these, the genuine grills are better, but you can make them fit and they can work. The bumpers are literally tip top though. I'm really impressed. Maybe if ticket sales do well on the Mrs Purple one, I can afford to buy a one for the black one. I'm going to put a link to where you can buy this bumper in the video description. I'll put a link where you can buy the wing mirrors, again in the video description, or the arch kit, all in the video description. I now need to go and play with the Mrs Purple one. It's here, final. She hasn't, I was just about to say she hasn't scuffed it, but there's a little scuff on the splitter from a curb. I've got some new tyres to go on it and a few new bits. When this goes up for raffle, hopefully next week, who's going to buy some tickets? And if you're wondering why you're raffling your Mrs van, why you're raffling them all off, well, if you've seen this video, there is the potential for something I talk about in that video to be coming up. And if it does, that would be on the second channel and it would be absolutely mega. So if there's a time I needed a bit of backup from you guys with ticket sales or support towards the channel, it's now. If you enjoyed the video, click the thumbs up. If you found it useful or got something to say, drop it down in the comments. I really enjoy reading them all. And if it ain't taking the absolute piss, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.